All right, can everybody hear me that is watching the video? You should be able to hear me. I did get a new phone. I am so glad I am still with the iPhone. Well, I'm still with the Apple community. So I'm sorry for y'all Android people, but I have no intentions of crossing over to that Android field anytime soon. So I'm so glad that we are back in session. Again, this is the Glitz and Glamz Chronicles. I am your host, Nico C. Austin. I'm actually going to wait a minute for a few other people that will hopefully watch my live video with me today. Hey, Heather. So glad y'all able to turn in. Angie, how you doing? I'm sorry you just saw my big hand. But, glad that y'all are able to turn in. Thank y'all so much for actually sharing the video. Thank y'all for the thumbs up and everything. So, real quick, we're going to get down to it. My phone decided it wanted to act a fool yesterday. Well, for the last few weeks. So I told my mom, I said, you know what, Mom, I think I'm going to wait until June 1 to get my phone and just wait these 12 months out. That way I didn't have to pay. Lo and behold, the phone started acting more and more crazy as June the 1st came. I went on and just said, you know what, forget it. I got my iPhone for free. I upgraded to the iPhone 8 Plus. I did want the iPhone X, but my hands and that phone do not mesh well. The phone is a little too small for me, and I knew that me trying to slide the phone going upward just to open it wasn't going to work. It really wasn't going to work. So I said, you know what, forget it. I'll just go on and get the iPhone 8 Plus and just call it a day. So thank y'all so much for being able to tune in today. And we're going to, well, you know what? We're not going to do anything. First off, let me just say, I thank y'all so much for watching my speech on last Wednesday at Prince Edward County Middle School. It was an awesome day. I was nervous, but God was able to get me through it. Yes, it was a big surprise at the end that I did sing to the kids. The kids did not see that coming. Thank y'all so much for the hearts, the thumbs up and everything. Thank y'all so much for making that video go viral. We have it in 2 different places. I think I shared it on my husband's page, and I know that other family members and other people have shared that video. If you have not had an opportunity to hear my speech that I did to the 8th graders in Farmville at Prince Edward County Middle School, please make sure that you go watch that video so you can actually hear me. Hey, Cheyenne, thank y'all so much for tuning in. That video, it was my first time actually speaking, and let me just say it like this. My mom cried the whole entire time I did that speech, and she gave me only 10 minutes to do that speech. So I said, you know what? I'm going to talk for 5, sing for 3. So it was definitely awesome. The feedback that I got from a lot of people was amazing. I am hoping that that video actually goes places where I am able to speak and motivate and inspire other people, not just children, but women and men and the like. But thank y'all so much for actually watching that video and giving me the compliments that y'all have given me. I mean, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. So thank y'all so much for showing the support, because I did not realize how much of a support system y'all are to me. But y'all really spoke volumes. We are at 414 views. I think on Prince Edward's website, I think I know there are over 1,000, because it was over 1,000 when we saw it. When my husband and I saw it. My husband did the video, so kudos to William Austin for doing the video for me. He was cheesing from ear to ear, but he did the video and we just uploaded it. It is on Facebook. It is also on YouTube, and it's on LinkedIn. So no, it's not on LinkedIn. It's just on Facebook and YouTube. So if you did not have a chance to watch the video, make sure you go to the Facebook page, either my personal page, the Glitz and Glamz Chronicles, or you can go on YouTube, put in the search, the Glitz and Glamz Chronicles, boom, my channel will pop up for you. Those who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is called the Glitz with a Z and the Glamz with a Z Chronicles. Again, type it in and make sure that you subscribe. I do plan to do live videos on YouTube. I probably won't start doing that until the fall, because I do have people that are giving me requests to actually do makeup tutorials. All of that is coming in the fall. All of that is coming in the fall. I promise you, it's coming in the fall. Without further ado, so yesterday I had to put off because my phone, I had to go get a new phone. I got my new phone, and I actually like this one. It's similar to the 7, but I'm actually liking this one because to me, it's bigger. It is bigger when we did the comparison, and I actually like it. It's a lot clearer and everything, and it's probably just because it's new. But today we are going to talk about women and friendships. Yes, June is the month that we celebrate Father's Day, but I'm not talking about fathers until we get close to that date, so it will probably be the day after I'm actually going to do a tribute to fathers for Father's Day. But today we're going to talk about women and friendships. In the last couple of days, including in my own world, I have seen a lot of people post about how people are not able to mix well with other women when it comes to friendships. Okay, quick question. Why am I so early? Simply because the only reason why I'm early today is because I did not go live yesterday because my phone died. So I went live early today. But a lot of people, they're trying to figure out. I even made a post talking about friendships and everything. And in all honesty, some of y'all may get offended, but it's okay because I want y'all to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. In all honesty, do I consider having female friends? Before today, I did not consider having female friends. I know some of y'all going to jump off of here, and that's okay, but I'm going to explain why I say that. Me being the person that I am, everybody knows that I am a friendly person. I like having fun, and I am a people person. I get along with anybody and everybody, regardless of how old you are or what color race you are. But for some reason, once I make friends, I am not able to retain that friendship with people. And it's like, what did I ever do to people, women in particular? Why is it that we as women, especially especially the African American community, because I can say that, it's why we as women cannot get along with one another. And it was so funny because I'm actually in a group on Facebook where that was actually one of the questions for today. Why women cannot get along with each other. And so many people post about different things like the jealousy and the envy and the self-esteem, the insecurities, different personalities, things of the like. And I'm sitting there like thinking to myself, like, you know what? I chimed in and I said, jealousy, envy, and self-esteem. And it really, really makes sense. Yes, jealousy is a broad subject to talk about because there are certain things that women can be jealous of other women of, whether it comes down to, what it is that they have, to how many children they have, to the fact that they may not be able to produce, or maybe they have a husband and their husband is dogging them out and their friend is, and they're getting tired of their friends. I'm talking about their husbands and how well they are doing with them, It could be an array of things. And to me, I'm sick of it. I truly am sick of it. I remember when I was a little girl, my mom always taught me to, number one, respect your elders, and number two, always be nice to everybody, no matter what shade of color they are, no matter where they came from, no matter what their housing or anything looked like. It didn't matter. Everybody was treated the same way. Everybody is equal. And I remember growing up as a little girl, I always tried to make friends, but it never worked. And I never understood why it didn't work. I had people that did not want to be bothered with me because of the simple fact that I was smarter than them. I was more intelligent. I could do things better than other people. And it was like, you can sit here and whine and cry the blues about all of that going on. But in actuality, I don't care. I'm only concerned about trying to make friends with people and wanting that sisterhood that all of us women, not just African American women, but all women are looking for. And I do remember having friends as I got into my teenage years and as I graduated from high school and then I got into my college years. And, a lot of people, they say to me, and I even had to ask somebody, I say, why is it that you don't like me? Or what have I ever done to you that made you feel the way that you felt towards me? And one thing that they always told me was my mouth. A lot of people cannot tolerate or deal with how I come off on people because they get offended. And my thing is this, baby, if I offended you, can't you tell me that I offended you? So I can go out and say that I'm sorry that I offended you? Can you at least say that? Because I don't know if I'm offending you if you don't tell me that I am offending you. And it's pretty bad that, that you got, sorry, I know you saw my finger. It's pretty bad that you got women out here that don't want to talk about it, but yet they want to go behind your backs and talk bad about you and try to ruin everything that you have in your life or whatever is going on in your path. They want to try to ruin it or they're trying to steal it from you because they're jealous. One person up here said for her, it is cutthroat behavior she can't deal with. She wants loyalty. And if she helps you, don't take advantage of it. Exactly. You do have women out here that do take advantage of just being helpful. Then you got women out here that refuse to accept help, in which, hey, that is me. I don't like to accept help from people because people take that help and think I'm trying to take advantage of them, when in actuality, I really do need the help. Seriously, people. If you don't know the difference between when someone really needs help versus someone taking advantage, I'm going to need for you to go inside your mirror and take a good look at yourself. I mean, honestly. Because the thing that I want women and men in particular to be understanding about is the simple fact that if I'm down in the lows of the lows and I call on you for assistance or for some help, the least you can do is answer your phone or respond to a text. See, the bad thing that I don't like about people is the simple fact when you're trying to reach out for help to people and then they sit there and think that you're trying to take advantage of them. And that's really not what it is. Some of us may be in that position where we're not able to help ourselves. Therefore, we are going out searching and looking for people that we are able to reach out to because we know that we are good friends. And you're thinking in the back of your head, oh, we good friends. I know she got me and everything. But it does not work that way. It really does not work that way. Now, the same person that made the comment said, well, see, there's a difference. There are people who will treat other women like they're men friends and feel that you're required, which is called self-entitlement. This is how I operate when it comes to friendships. And I want y'all to take note because a lot of y'all don't know how I operate when it comes to friends. Number one, I am a people person. I get along with anybody and everybody that comes into my space. I don't care who you are. I don't care how nasty you are. I make it known that I am a people person and that I like to get along with everybody. One of the greatest abilities of being an Aquarius. Number two, I don't like to see nobody sad in my circle. If somebody is sad or is going through something, then I will do everything in my power to make sure that they got what I got. And that's how it is with me as well as with my husband. Our point is, I give you the shirt off your back. I expect for you to give me the shirt off. I give you the shirt off of my back. I expect for you to do the same when I need help and I'm trying to help you. Number three, I don't like for people to go around bad-mouthing me about something that you can't come forth to my face and tell me yourself. And that's one of the most pet peeves that I actually have. If you have an issue with me, I need for you to step to my face and tell me what your issue is, then for you to sit there and cross your legs or text somebody on your phone or call somebody on your phone and tell them, hey, Neek, or those who know me personally, see, did you know that she did this? Did you know she did that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why don't you tell me? If I'm the one saying it, step to me and tell me. Because my belief is I'm going to sit down and have conversations with you. I'm not going to get loud with you because I want to hear your side of the story instead of the other. I want to hear your side as well as mine so we can come and compromise in the middle. Grown women. I am 34 years old. Grown women. Even though I am 34, you know, we sit here and we have conversations like this, and it's like, seriously, what are you talking about? You hear one thing and then you turn around and do another, and it's like, there's the white elephant in the room. Are we going to sit here and talk about it, or are we going to duke it out? As us being grown women, we need to have grown woman conversations. Last time I checked, I was 18 so many years ago, almost 20 years ago. So I don't need to have childish conversations. It's only fair that we sit down as grown women at the table or wherever we are at and try to express ourselves and make it known that, hey, you hurt my feelings. And this is the reason why you hurt my feelings. ... Instead of saying, hey, B or slut or hoe, whatever, and then we just go on and duke it out and just go straight to the face. There's no need for all of that. Then there's the downside of that. Well, the downside is, what if you going head to head with someone that is strong-minded as you are, and you're both trying to get whatever it is on your chest off your chest? Who's the one to speak? My theory is this. If I'm having an argument with someone and I really want to sit down and talk to them and understand why they feel the way that they feel towards me, the first thing I want to do is I want you to tell me why you feel the way you feel towards me. Because I want to hear your side of the story first, and then I want to comment, because I'm not going to piggyback. I'm going to comment and tell you maybe why something happened the way it happened. A lot of these conversations, a lot of these friendships that we have with each other as women are totally, what I want to call it, miscommunication situations. And you can hashtag that. You can hashtag that one. Miscommunication situations. Because a lot of things can be done by hearsay. You know, back in the day, that's how a lot of fights got started when you was in school. You heard one thing, and instead of you going to the person and asking them what they said, you just go pop them in the mouth and keep it moving. Now that we're getting older, we still going through that childish game. Baby, this is 2018. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Your best bet is to sit there and talk that conversation out with that girlfriend of yours or whatever. Then you got the friends who sit there and well, let me say it like this. I'm going to give you a prime example. Okay, back in the day when I was dating my son's father, I had female friends that would sit there and instead of tell me what they wanted me to know, they go to my then boyfriend, well, actually then fiance, and tell him what's going on, and then turn around and sleep with him just because they want to be devious. Wait, hold the F up. What? First of all, what are you doing? What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? I thought you was my homie. I thought you was my ride or die. And you sitting here and you sleeping with my man? Seriously? Why? I've heard every excuse under the sun. He don't want you, he want me. He never wanted you, he always wanted me. And blah, 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 etc., etc. But my thing is, women, we always tend to go after the woman about the fact that they maybe have slept with our son's father or a husband or fiance or whomever they are to you. Did a theory ever come to you that maybe you should go after the dude? Or am I the only female in the world that has ever done that? Every guy I have dealt with that has cheated on me, except my husband, I have always went after the guy instead of going after the girl. I go to the girl to tell them, hey, I'm the girlfriend, the fiance, whatever, and let them know who I am so I can get to know who they are. And then I go after the man because I know it's the man that is sitting here making the moves. Sometimes it's not always the woman. You have women that will do that because they devious because they want what you got. But then you also have men that sit here and say, well, I always wanted your girlfriend from day one. Well, darn, why don't you just tell me and just go on out there and just do what you did that, with that person before you met me? Really? What feelings are you trying to hurt? Why are you trying to hurt my feelings? Seriously. Because those types of women that you have that are like that, those are the women that always badmouth your boyfriend about what it is that's going on in your relationship. And then, they're whispering over here about to you, hey, your dude is doing this, that, and the third. But yet you are the woman that is doing this, that, and third with that dude. Seriously. Women, we need to tighten up. We need to tighten up. We need to learn how to make a strong connection with one another. We need to learn how to be sisters in time of need instead of being bees, hoes, and sluts when it's not even necessarily called for. Jealousy is everywhere. I always tell people the devil stay busy. You got people that hate you on your job. You don't even know why. I actually had a girlfriend that just sit here and tell me, about an hour ago, who sat here and said to me, Nikwa, this lady didn't even like me and I never knew why. What? And then when she told me her reason, I'm like, what? I told her, I can't deal with this. I can't concur. I can't, because I thought it's not funny, but it was funny at the time. Okay, so I do have one person here, Mr. Farmer, who is, I want to say, one of my biggest fans. He said they hate you because they ain't you. And you are absolutely right. They hate you because they ain't you. And you sit here and you look at what you have and you're like, why do you hate what I have when I ain't got no more than what you got? Let me say that again. Why do you hate what I have when I don't have no more than what you got? I barely got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out, and you sitting here getting mad at me because of what I have. I got a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment that I complain about on the regular, and you sitting here mad at me because of whatever that reason could be. And I'm like, really? You need to stop. I got another person out here that says, yes, surround yourself with supportive people. Absolutely. It is said that women of my race, and I'm only saying it because it's true, it's said that women of my race are the ones that downgrade each other simply because they have never learned how to build one another up. And I had one person in our group that sat there and said, well, it's because our mothers were raised that way. And I actually had to chime in and say, well, wait a minute, hold on. My mother didn't raise me that way. Because she didn't. And I don't raise my daughter that way. I really don't. And yes, rebuke the negative energy. Absolutely. I have another person that said, because you know how to handle the storms. Some of us, God has made and taught us how to handle certain storms that come in and out of our life. I personally feel like I am one of them. I want to say black people in general, yes it is. Yes, it is. Black people in general. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I can say that. Yes, it is. So take back what I said about African American women. It's just black folks in general. Yes, it is. But what I mean to say is this. Some of us were built strong enough to where we know how to handle storms. And then some of us do not know, or basically do not have the proper equipment or the tools to learn how to handle storms. So that's when you don't learn how to handle storms, that's when you need to go out and find people who are in their positive mind, that have positive energy, that can speak positivity over you, and be that intercessor. Be that person in your corner. Not shooting down what it is that you're doing, but be that person in your corner. Also, you also got to learn and watch out how people pray for you, because you never know what people are praying over you. So also be mindful when you talk about, or you talking to one of your girlfriends and tell them, girl, please pray for me, because you never know what they're praying for you over. And if they're praying negativity over your spirit, tell me that you don't feel it once it happens and once it comes. I'm just saying. Because I know I have had that to happen to me a long time ago. It has happened to me. All right, we got a person that says, sometimes our past storms don't compare to our current storms, so we stand stronger now. Absolutely. Why do we stand stronger now than we did then? Because that was a learning curve. And because we was in that learning curve, we now know how to handle that storm when that storm decides it wants to reappear and come back and try to take over our lives again. So when that happens, if you happen to see somebody that is also in that particular storm, and you know you have walked that path to go through that storm with them. Not directly in that arena, but show them what it is that you did, that you was able to come out of that storm and be a positive person, like they can learn how to become positive. I got a person that says be there for doing the ups and downs. And yes, you have to be there for them during the ups and the downs. I'm not talking about be their friend today and then a couple of weeks later, hey, this is going on in my life or in my household. I need to come to you and vent. And then all of a sudden you disappear. You know where to be found, but you come back when you need help for yourself. I mean, seriously, people, why do we do this? Why do we turn around and only help each other when it's convenient for us? Why can't we as a society learn how to help each other on the regular? I learned that helping people, I receive a blessing. I get the glory when I help others or put others before me. I have learned also that I feel better when I am helping somebody, because you never know when they may come to you and bless you the way that you bless them. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm talking about? But then I have another person to say, also learn when to dust your feet and walk away, because then you have some people that turn around and abuse whatever it is you're trying to give to them. And then you have to learn and look for the signs, because trust me, God sends signs. Y'all just need to learn how to pay attention. You have to learn the difference between, like I said earlier today, you have to learn the difference between when you're being taken advantage of and when someone really needs the help. I'm telling you, it's out there. And now, what I'm saying is not just for women in particular. This is for everybody, all races, no matter what. And I'm also going to talk about what happened earlier today. As you all may be aware of, Kate Spade, fashion designer who created the purses and the shoes and the clothing lines, passed away today, a couple of hours ago. She committed suicide by tying a scarf around her neck. Who knew that even though you have that much money, you can also be depressed. Who knew that she was unstable and going through going through mental health? I say that for a reason, because I can actually admit to my own. I, too, have mental health issues. I have manic depression. I have been diagnosed with manic depression since I was 14 years old. I am now 34. It has been 20 years. I've only been on one type of medication, and the medication made me feel like I was on cloud nine, so I came off of it. And I don't want to say I self-medicated myself, because I didn't. It's more so of what I did was I put my focus on God, and I also did a lot of mediation and prayer. Have I tried to commit suicide? I can honestly admit to y'all, yes, I have. I actually tried when I was 17, and I've tried time and time again, even as I gotten older, even when I was pregnant with Jay, even after I had Jay, even when I was dating my husband, before, during, and after I married him. And I can promise and tell you it hasn't got easier. Have I talked to psychiatrists and therapists and counselors? Yes, I have. Has it worked? To a degree. It's more so of the feeling of, you try to share everything that's going on with your therapist or with your counselor or with your psychiatrist, and then they turn around and tell you, well, you're not talking today, so basically you're stupid. I actually had a psychiatrist to tell me to my face and tell my mom that I was stupid because I refused to respond. And I was like, as a young black person, back then, because I was, like I said, I was 17. As a young black person, who are you to call me stupid? And what kind of psychiatrist are you to call one of your patients stupid? Seriously? I could have stupidly grabbed a gun or a knife and slit your throat or blew your brains out. Now that would have been stupid. But sitting there telling me that I'm stupid because I wouldn't open up my mouth and talk? How can you sit here and say that? Now, ask me what happened to her practice. Her practice got shut down and she ended up transferring from Farmville and went somewhere else. Now, was my mom... I think the hardest thing about going through mental health is when you are a parent and realizing that your child has a mental health issue and you become in denial. Now, was my mom in denial about the fact that I had mental health issues? Yes, she was, for a long time. During that time, my father was alive, and my father forced my mother to get me the help that I needed because I cried out telling her, "Ma, I am hearing voices. I need help." And because she is such a prominent person in Farmville, I know that under that code, she did not want to be labeled as having a daughter with a mental health issue. And my point is, now that I am older, I am a wife and a mother, and with my children, I also had to learn how not to allow my reputation to define me into doing what I need to do for my son, who now has autism. You see what I'm saying? I had to learn that having a child who has a disability or who is going through mental health, it is not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when you as the parent do not get the help that your children need. That's when it becomes a bad thing. And that's when I realized, when I was 17, 18 years old, I realized that I needed to figure out a way how to control my mental health, because there's a lot of people out here that can't control it. I also, now that I'm getting older, I do have panic attacks from time to time. Sometimes I get into a deep, dark depression where I just lay in the floor and my husband literally can't get me up off the floor. Sometimes I go right back into the mental capacity of being a little girl, and my husband is sitting there trying to figure out, why is she talking like she is 7 or 8 years old? And it's like something that just that just hovers over you. You know what I'm saying? And it's it's um it's something that is very, very hard to break. But I am fortunate that my husband has stood in the gap and has helped me get to where I am today, where my mental health doesn't go off as much as it used to. And I'm grateful for that. I am truly grateful for that. So those y'all that have mental health issues, do not feel like you're crazy. Do not be in denial about what's going on. Just make sure you get the help that you need. As black people, there is nothing wrong with going to a psychiatrist. We were taught when we were younger that black folks who go to a psychiatrist are crazy. Am I lying or am I lying? I'm actually telling y'all the truth. And y'all know I'm telling y'all the truth because your parents have told you. Your grandparents have told you. As black people, we are not supposed to go to therapists and psychiatrists and counselors because we don't want to feel crazy. And only white people, and I'm going to say it, only white people are the ones who goes to people like that. But please understand, what race is actually taking themselves out more than any race out here? Us. Why is that? Because we are so ashamed of what other people think and how other people feel about how we need to feel. We are so scared of being judged by other people. Let me tell y'all something about other people. You never know the blessings that somebody may be able to stand in the gap and say, hey, I know where you've been and it's okay. I'd rather for someone to admit that they have a mental health issue. That way I know how to reach out to that person than to sit there and have a mental health issue and then the next day they take their life. Because trust and believe, there are a lot of African American people who are committing suicide today. From our young children being bullied in the school system to our older people who do not want to admit to get old. I realized when I tried to take my life at the age of 17, I popped pills. I actually popped Tylenol and, what was it? Tylenol and that, not aspirin. Advil. I popped Tylenol and Advil at the same time, and I actually was trying to take my life. I will honestly say, if it had not been for one of my friends who was also my roommate, and I don't know if she remembers when we was at St. Paul's College in Lawrenceville. This was back in actually 2001 during the summer. And if it wasn't for her and another male friend, I would not be here today. If it wasn't for those two actually throwing the water on me for me to wake up, I would not be here today. I would not actually exist. So I do thank them for stepping in and allowing, and I thank God as well for allowing them to be the intercessors that I needed in my life at that time. And that's real talk. That is real talk. There's, we don't have that type of friendship with other people in the community. And this is where I actually tie all of this in to women and friendships. Because there are people out here who are willing to step in and help you get through any situation. But, you also have to be mindful of what women you tell your situations to. And you also have to be mindful of the group of people that you keep around you. Because the group of people that you keep around you, they can either make you or they can break you. And if you let them break you, then oh well. If you let them make you by building you up in what it is that you're supposed to be, then those are the type of people that God wants you to be around. I had a young lady to tell me earlier today that God pulls people out of your life for a reason. He pulls people that you want to be friends with out of your life because you did not put him first. And I looked at them. I looked at what she said to me, and I was like, wow, you know what? I never looked at it that way. And she continued to keep on pressing on and talking about how you're asking God because you're needing a friend. How about wanting what it is that he wants for you and just waiting on the set of friends that he wants you to have? And I told her, you know what? You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And that's actually good that she actually said that, to me, because I needed to hear that. I truly did. I needed to hear that. And I'm actually going to share what she said to me. I'm going to share that with y'all because some of y'all need to hear it. And it's actually true. Men and women, regardless of what color you are, everything that happens for a reason. God put people in our lives for a reason. Either they're going to test your gangster or they are actually there because God says you need this person in your life because this person is going to help you do this, that, and the third. And I'm telling the truth. And yes, one of my people here is saying a rejection is God's protection. And that's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. It is. And, with the group that I'm actually in, I actually thank those ladies who are in that group because I can honestly say that group is a strong group of women who represent the true meaning of friendship. They represent God and they represent women for sisterhood. And I'm like, you know what? That's the type of people I actually want to be around. I like being around women and men. Don't get me wrong. I like being around women and men who actually make you feel good about whatever it is that you're doing in your life, whatever is going on inside and outside, and not try to belittle you or make you feel lower than what you are. Because that's not friendship. Friendship is not defined by what it is that you own or how many houses you got or how much money you make or, who it is that you know and who it is that you don't know. To me, friendship is defined by those, regardless if it's friend or family. Hello, somebody. Friendship is defined by whoever will allow you to vent about anything and everything that's going on in your life. Friendship is defined by whenever you are in a bad situation, they are able to pull you out the situation. Or if you need a good prayer warrior, they are the ones that can pray over you because you know what it is they're saying. They speak in knowledge. Friendship is defined by those who are just good-natured people who speak positivity into your life and that can actually motivate and inspire and keep you grounded and help you along the way into becoming the person that you want to be. That to me is what defines a friend. To me, that in my opinion, that's my definition of a friend. Now, those people are hard to come by, but those type of friends I call are God's angels. They really are. Those are God's angels. Because God sends his people down onto this earth and allow us to mix and mingle with those type of people. And yeah, you may go out and get a little crazy or whatnot. Even if you get mad at one another, you do not allow that anger to manifest in your spirit as long as you desire it to be. I know people who get mad at other people and don't speak to them for years, decades. Seriously. And I can give you a good example. My mom was sitting there telling me that she had a really good friend. That was her ace, her best friend back in college. And yes, he was gay, but who cares? And because she didn't know, but because she thought he liked her more than that, she told him how she felt about him. And all of a sudden, he turned against her. And also the bad part about it was that they did not speak after that for years. God rest on his soul. He passed away. And my mom said the one thing that she wished that she was able to tell him, she wished she was able to reconcile their friendship before he died. My mother ended up singing at his funeral. And I could see that hurt and that pain in her heart, because that's who I remember as a little girl, who she always talked about. And it hurt her so bad because she wasn't able to reconcile that friendship. People, please understand that, and even the lady that I was telling you about, she told me earlier today, this life is only temporary. The life that we are actually trying to get to, that is eternal. And I sat here and was like, you know what? You are absolutely right. That's exactly why when we are born into this world, every single day we are dying slowly. It all depends on when God said it's time for us to come home. And when he's ready for us to come home, because he has a place for us to sit on the right side of his throne, then that's when he calls us into those pearly gold, in those gold gates, and we walk them streets of gold. But while I am here on earth, I don't mind having earthly friends. And that's fine with me. But please, people, understand that the life that you are living right now is only temporary. So if you got any beef or hatred towards anybody out here, I suggest when this video is over that you go to that person and you don't question them as to why your relationship has been the way that it was. You go to that person and you tell that person, I am sorry if I did anything to you. I am sorry. I want us to be friends again. Because you never know when it's your time to go. And you will never be able to tell that person. This goes for family too. You will never be able to tell that person how you really felt. Because we are dying slowly every single day. And then we're actually going faster now than we did back in the day. You'll never know what that person may be feeling. That person may be wanting to tell you that they were sorry for years, but they don't know how to say it. So you have to learn how to become the bigger person, become the big brother or the big sister, and you step out on faith, because faith is the only thing that's going to be able to carry you through that situation or through that conversation, and get it off your chest. We going out every single day. Even our children are having diseases that is caused by only God knows what. And they are being taken out. For what? For what reason? Why is it that we allow something so small to happen to us and then we are not able to go and repair it? Situations, home life, work life, church, school, wherever it may be. We need to learn how to open up our mouths and sometimes just say, I'm sorry, I apologize. But let me tell y'all something. Once you say I'm sorry and I apologize, mean it. Because some of y'all don't know what I apologize or I'm sorry means. I actually learned this lesson back in high school from a young lady that I'm still cool with to this day. She told me there's a fine line between I'm sorry and I apologize. I'm sorry basically means that I'm sorry for what I did right now at this very moment, but eventually I'm going to do it again. I apologize means that it came from the bottom of your heart and you did not force it upon you to come to that person to talk. You basically are saying that you apologize for anything and everything that has happened and you are willing to move forward and continue your friendship. Because I know some of y'all don't even know what that meant. That's why I had to break it down for y'all today. Okay? Yes, I'm telling y'all something that you need to know. Please take heed to what it is I'm saying. And don't ignore what it is that I'm telling you. Because I'm only spitting truth. I know some of y'all left this video. I don't care. And y'all know I don't. Some of y'all may have left the video because you needed to do things. I understand. Some of y'all may have left the video because y'all don't want to hear no more what I got to say. And that's fine. You're not hurting me, you're only hurting yourself. If y'all was able to watch the video today, please share this among the masses and whatnot. Just words of wisdom. Women, stop being envious of each other. If you have low self-esteem, get with someone that can show you how to build your self-esteem. They are out here. If you need help on building your self-esteem, talk to another female who may be in the same predicament as you. You never know who you might be helping out. You don't. I know at times I have low self-esteem. I do, and I can sit here and say that because I've always had low self-esteem because of my size. But now that I'm getting older, I'm like, I really don't care. But then at the same time, there are going to be some days when your highs are highs and when your lows are lows, and that's okay. Please share this video. Yes, you can share it. And my thing is, and that's okay, because it always happens. I actually had a gentleman to tell me yesterday, you speak a good game about being a motivational speaker, but why is it that you are down in yourself as to what it is that you can become? I said, because I want to be able to show my audience that I can be as real and as human as I need to be. And if that means that some days I'm having my bad days, at least they will be able to say, hey, Nikwa does have bad days sometimes. Yes, she is a motivational speaker. Yes, she does inspire others to do better and to value themselves. But at the same time, she is real because she has been through what it is that we are going through now. And that's word. And the gentleman told me on the phone, you know what? Sound like you're giving me part of your speech today. And I said, nah, brother. I'm not giving you a speech. I'm just answering your question. It's just a little longer than my answer is a little bit longer than what you expected to be. And that's real truth. That is real truth. But yes, words of wisdom, women, please learn how to be sisters to one another. Learn how to stand in the gap and be the intercessor for each other. Stop coming with drama. And some of y'all do like drama. And the reason why that y'all like drama, because that's all you know. That is all you know. Because that's a learned behavior. Here we go. We're going back to hashtag learned behaviors. This is all you know because this is all you saw in your home. Or this is all you know because this is what you saw on the streets. Or you trying to fit in. You trying to fit in and you want to be part of a clique. So this is what you're going to do to repeat it. It ain't cute and ain't nobody paying no attention to you. So definitely, women, learn how to be a motivator towards one another. And stop being a sabotager to each other. Seriously. Learn how to motivate, not sabotage. Learn how to motivate and not sabotage. Men, this goes for you as well. Children, this goes for you as well. And the same thing I'm telling y'all will be the same thing I'm telling my kids and my husband. And those that know me, of course. But that's all for today. Because we almost at that hour. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure that y'all share this video. If you would like to be a member of the Glitz and Glamz Chronicles VIP group, please let me know in the comments down below. Make sure that y'all subscribe to my videos on YouTube. This video will be posted tomorrow morning. On next week, I will be back on Monday nights at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I will be back on Eastern Standard Time Monday nights at 7:30. Today, like I said, it was only because of my phone going crazy. And my mom, will be here to actually witness and hear me speak about whatever it is I'm going to speak about. Next Monday. So it's going to be awesome. She's not going to get on the video. She doesn't do Facebook. She says Facebook is the devil. So, and because she's a school counselor, that's the main reason why she doesn't do it. But other than that, my mom will be in this weekend just to spend time with us before she goes on to Hinesville, Georgia at the end of this month, and also to celebrate her birthday. My mom will be, God bless, 63 years old on tomorrow. As y'all can see, yes, that picture, here it is. That picture right there, that is my mother. And she will be 63 on tomorrow, so definitely going to put it on Facebook and shout it all to the land that my mom is 63 and she doesn't look a day over 60. She really does not. And I am blessed that God has given her another year for her to be here with us one more time. So definitely I am going to tell her that y'all said happy birthday to her and everything. It's going to be awesome. That's the reason why she's coming down here, so we can celebrate her birthday this weekend. And also, my son, I'm not getting emotional. My son will be graduating from 5th grade on Monday. I am very proud of how far he has came since when he was born all the way up to now. I am humble and appreciative of those who have stepped in and helped me raise my son. May not be family, but you helped me raise my son into being the wonderful young man he is today. So definitely he is graduating on Monday. So I'm so glad he is going into the 6th grade. I'm a little nervous because that's my only child that I gave birth to, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, definitely make sure y'all share this video. I am also going to share the video. Don't forget, next Monday, I will be going live at 7:30, as usual. Also, forgot to share some more good news. Hallelujah, won't he do it? My husband, William Austin, has been invited to participate, and he will be speaking on the 19th Facebook Live. I am going to share it on my timeline. He will be speaking on Facebook Live with ESP Presents, and he will be talking about single dads. Well, single fathers. Because before he met me, he was a single father. And he will be talking about him being a single father and the complexities that he actually went through raising a daughter. Not raising a son, raising a daughter by himself. So definitely, please make sure y'all tune in for that. I am going to post that link in the comments below, so y'all will be able to share that video and also watch that video. I'm also going to post it on my timeline and his, so that way y'all are able to see exactly what's going on. Please continue to follow us. I actually was getting ready to say please continue to pray for us, but that's not going to happen. Please continue to follow us and support. If you know of any speaking engagements that is in your area and you need a speaker, please let me know. I am definitely open to travel. I am. If you know that of anything that is going on and you need a speaker, please let me know. I greatly appreciate it. I will come and speak for you. But I will also make sure that that event is that event as well as myself are able to mesh well together, because it's nothing like becoming a speaker and then learning about the event and then realizing that maybe that's not for you because that's not your genre as far as where you want to speak in your realm. So definitely do that. Definitely keep us lifted in everything that we do. Also I had something on my lip. I'm sorry. Also, I know Rock Bottom Creations is doing extremely well. Thank y'all so much thank y'all customers so much for purchasing and supporting our business and everything. We are actually trying to build this business up. I actually did get a call from the Knot on yesterday and today. Rock Bottom Creations was asked to become one of the vendors on the knot.com for weddings. So I'm actually super excited because this is like seriously dope. I'm actually super excited about how this is going to play itself out. I give God all the glory and the honor and the praise for it, because this is something major. This is actually somewhere that I really wanted our business to go to stream out to those who are getting married. If you know of anybody that's getting married and you need wedding gifts, please let me know. All my glasses are $10. For those who are getting married, they get 20% off, so it actually reduces to $8 a glass, and it will be an awesome thing. Also, keep throwing up the likes and the hearts and everything. If you do have a business, please let me know. I would love to showcase y'all. I'm actually going to start taking on guests not the 1st of July, but the first Monday of July. I'm actually going to start having guests on my live shows at night. So if you definitely want to do a topic that is close to your heart and you want to talk about it, please let me know in the comments below so I can definitely have y'all on my video. Okay, it is an hour later. Y'all know I could talk a hole in y'all head, but I'm gonna go on and let y'all go. Let y'all get back to your day. If you at work, please make sure to watch this video, hit the hashtag replay on it, and I will see y'all soon. Thank y'all so much for your support. Y'all be blessed. I will talk to y'all later.